Hello! And welcome back to Infinite Jeff, the project where I, Jeff, read the book Infinite Jest to you 2 pages at a time, 1 day at a time. This is the second page for today. I'll do this, then 2 Jeff Finnegan's Wakes, the project where I do the same thing with the book Finnegan's Wake. It's currently 12:52 p.m. It's July 3rd, 2020. It's my buddy's birthday, so we usually go to a fancy restaurant in town for his birthday, have an expensive meal, smoke cigars in the basement afterwards. But due to, the troubles, nobody really wants to go out to a restaurant yet. So we're doing it at his house, and so I know this guy. So there's, my buddy whose birthday it is, and his wife, and then a couple other people who were kind of it's like a core friend group that we hang out, we a lot. Usually, it's the same faces. And one of them is this guy who is he's a Twitch streamer. Or at least, he works for an insurance company. It's his day job, but he's done Twitch streaming and speedruns and stuff, and great, good guy. I've kind of watched him go from like a 21-year-old to like almost 30, so, it's interesting to see somebody age like that with the perspective of being older. But anyway, so there was some shit on Twitter yesterday where he released a statement, and that statement, it made some allusions to somebody like he had acted improperly, with impropriety towards a female, a woman who, who was a minor at the time. I don't know, I'm distracted, I'm sorry. But, and he put out a statement, and a bunch of people were like, fuck you, that's not enough. And then, my buddy's birthday said something about, like, there's a lot of sadness going on tonight, so I don't know what the hell's going on. So I'll find out in a couple hours, I guess. But, man, not looking forward to walking into that. But, so we'll see. I don't want to find out that my friend has been grooming somebody. Ugh. I'll find out. We're on page 129 of Infinite Jeff. Crewed him on good, and we got enough money off the Patty type to get straightened out for a day. All true. And crewed on him hard, and C wanted we should eliminate the Patty's map for keeps, and everything like that, and take his ride down to this understanding slope strip shop he knows in Chinatown. But poor Tony turns white as shit and says by no means, and puts up an argument and everything like that. And we just left the type there and the vehicle off Mem Drive. We broke the jaw for insensitive, not to eat no cheese, and C insisted, and was not to be denied, and took off one ear, which there was a mess, and everything like that. And then C throws the ear away like a dumpster. So yours truly likes, so what was the exact part to that like? The dumpster was with the dumpsters out by Steve's Donuts. But now all the project, I'm going to say Nigers, because that's how it's spelled, because this is clearly supposed to be, this is all one run-on sentence, it's all misspelled and shit, so it's supposed to be somebody, I don't know, less educated. But, so they spelled what I'm guessing is supposed to be the N-word, but they spelled it as Nigers, and I hope if they do it anymore, they do that, because I don't really like saying F-A-G, but I will say that, but I really don't like saying the N-word, so. But now the Project Nigers was awake and out in the playground, and it was tense, but it was daytime and everything like that, and we cop half a bundle from Roy Tony, and we go down to the library at Copley where we stash our personal works when we crewed, and went into the men's room, and there were several works on the floor already, there early, and got straight into the stall, and C and yours truly had a beef about who shot 3 and who got 2, and we made poor Tony give us up his 3rd bag. But we had to cop for that night and tomorrow a.m. still, which was Xmas, and had to cop in advance. It's a never-ending struggle. It's a full-time job to stay straight, and there is no vacation for Xmas at any time. It's a fucking bitch of a life. Don't let anybody get over on you different. And back we go to the Harvard Square. However, on arrival, poor Tony wanted he should hang for lunchtime with his red leather fags in the bow and arrow, and pretty much I can tolerate fags when alone, but together, yours truly, I can't fucking stand fags, and yours truly, and C said, fuck this shit, and we screwed out and go up to the central square where it was cool offing and the awnings refreezing and everything like that, and snowing and boosted NyQuil at the CVS drug, where we go to the mop aisle and employ a mop handle and tilting the mirror over the NyQuil aisle and boosted NyQuil in C's coat and got messed up on NyQuil and scored a book bag off a foreign sloped student type kid on Redline platform, but it only had books and discs, and the disc case was fucking plastic, and into a dumpster with it goes. But also, at this time, we come up and run into Kelly Vinoy, that was working her corner by the dumpster by Cheapo Records, in the square by the email place, and she's dope sick having a conversation with Equus and another man, and Equus said Stokely Darkstar just got free tested again at the Fenway and confirmed a Big Boot 8.8. He's got the virus for sure. And Purple Boy said Darkstar said how if he was going down, he didn't give a shit and wasn't going to give a shit if he gave some others the virus through transmission, and the word was out and about, don't share with Stokely Darkstar's works, don't use works off of Stokely Darkstar, no matter how sick you are, even if you're dying, for it get other works. Like C said, anything would count in your mind when... Alright. I hope he misspells that word. For the rest of it, I just scanned the next page. Looks like he does at least another time, which is good for reading purposes. But that was 100 pages of 29. Page 129 of Infinite Jeff's. Good night. No audio trickery on this one.